Man, what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man, Jay Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy for you in the life easy. But make sure, why you looking at me like that, man? Did you miss me? Because you know she wants to kiss me. You know what I mean? But nah, though, man. Make sure y'all follow my Twitch, man. Subscribe to my second channel. Everything you know about your boy Jay is in the description down below for surely. But we got wife. Let me go and say this to my new subscribers and for my new viewers, because I get them every single day. For all my new subscribers and new viewers, man, if y'all want to go watch videos like these, man, it is in the true crime reaction playlist section, man. You know what I'm saying? I got scare reactions. I got everything built up for y'all, you know what I'm saying, in the playlist section, bro. So I truly appreciate y'all for looking at all them videos. But, man, man, I'm telling y'all, man, I see something crazy every day. You know what I mean? I'm going to repeat. I see something crazy every day. You know what I mean? But nah, though, man, wife realizes her husband is a wanted killer. Man, just how can you, like, imagine that? Like, say for me, like, how can I imagine my wife being a wanted killer? Like, I'm coming into the house every single day and this innocent, beautiful woman, you know what I mean, that I spend time with every single day is a wanted killer? That's got to be the biggest heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? It's like, especially for her, she probably coming into the crib, you know, him treating her like a princess. You know what I'm saying, bro? The nicest dude ever. Just don't even know that this man is a wanted killer, man. I'm telling you, man, the skeletons that people have in their closet, man, is insane, man. You really, truly never really know a person. You don't know your mama like you think you do. You don't know your daddy like you think you do. You don't know your brother like you think you do. You don't know your sister like you think you do. You don't know what the freak them people be doing when they step outside them doors. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know what they thinking. That's why I say for me, man, I don't put nothing past nobody. Nobody, bro. Because at the end of the day, y'all, in reality, it's just a title. Sister is just a title. Brother is just a title. Dad is just a title. Mom is just a title. Before mom, she's a human being. Before dad, he's a human being. Before sister, before brother, he and she is a human being. And human beings have some wicked thoughts. And human beings are wicked and evil. So for me personally, I don't trust a dang soul other than God. I'm sorry. God, I know God ain't never going to change up. I know God ain't never going to do me wrong. God, me, myself, and I. That's it. Mama, dad, I don't care.
They attacked me from behind, or from behind side. I was facing the lake. I have a... No. Oh, you have some on your stomach?
911, what is the address of the emergency?
Someone came up and just shot my assistant manager.
Where is the shooter?
I don't have enough information. He's gone. He left in his car. He literally left a second ago.
Police in Carrollton, Texas rushed to the workplace of 24-year-old Alyssa Burkett after a co-worker called 911. He had heard gunshots outside the building. An unknown attacker had been waiting. The moment Alyssa arrived, he came at her with a gun and a knife. Within seconds, the only sounds in the air were her screams, begging for help.
Hey!
By the time officers got there, it was too late. Alyssa was already dead. Her body lay near the entrance, stabbed more than 40 times with no sign of...
Whoa, oh my God. More than 40 times, bro? What? Shot her and stabbed her more than 40 times.
Already dead. Her body lay near the entrance, stabbed more than 40 times with no sign of mercy.
That's crazy.
What the officers didn't know yet was that this would become one of the most disturbing and complicated cases they had ever faced. In the days ahead, detectives would uncover a tangled mess, a list of possible suspects, bitter family conflicts, a custody battle over a child, dangerous levels of jealousy, and eventually, after years of twists, a court verdict that no one saw coming. All of it building into one of the most twisted homicides the town had ever seen.
Police Department, Church Warden, if you're in there, come out with your hands up!
I can't believe that my fiance would do something like that to a woman or to anybody.
I'm telling you, there's a side of him that you do not
know. Minutes later, several patrol units arrive at the scene. It's the parking lot of an apartment rental office on 1120 MacArthur Drive. Right by the entrance sits a gray Toyota Corolla. The driver's side window is shattered and bullet holes are clearly visible in the glass.
Any crime scene is going to be inside that tape?
It's inside that tape. All right.
Okay. I heard that pop. And I turned around, I knew it was a gunshot.
She got shot in the car. Okay. You can see her handprints.
A few steps away, a knife sheath lies on the sidewalk, and just beyond that, the bloody, wounded body of Alyssa Burkett. She had been shot in the face and stabbed repeatedly with deep, violent cuts all over her body. Officers move quickly to secure the scene while paramedics fight desperately to save Alyssa's life. But the blood loss and the sheer number of wounds make it impossible. At exactly 9:12 a.m., Alyssa's death is confirmed. A medical team sets up a tent right there in the parking lot to begin their examination.
24,
of the
age
body.
24.
At the same time,
so young,
a
man, so
crime
young.
Investigator makes a chilling discovery. A tracking device hidden under the victim's car.
She got shot in the car. Okay. You can see her handprints.
Don't touch anything, okay?
That device would later be sent to digital forensics for analysis. But before the results came back, detectives would turn to the victim's co-workers, eyewitnesses who had seen pieces of the attack, and begin to reconstruct exactly what happened that morning.
I'm saying.
Did you see him holding the knife?
Yeah, in the hand.
So you said it was a black guy. Look, it wasn't even a black guy. Look at you. Be so quick to blame us, boy. I'm gonna tell you it was a black guy. He wasn't even a black guy. Look at you. Know what I'm saying? You played yourself. Be so quick to blame us, boy. It's us, is it? You know what I'm saying? But nah, though, man. That's what I'm saying, man. The tracking, yeah, this was definitely a planned, like a planned hit. You know, I don't know if bro was paid. I don't know what was the issue, but this definitely, she had some problems with some, you know, him killing her was for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, even though I know she completely, you know, did nothing like killing anybody, she completely innocent, but I'm saying it was for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I feel like bro was paid to do this and shot in the face, you know what I'm saying, and then stabbed 44 times. Oh yeah, this was definitely like, you know, oh yeah, she has to die. You know what I'm saying? I have to make sure she's dead. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was crazy, man.
Like I said, it was a black guy.
Like I said, it was a black guy.
Yeah, in the hand.
Were you
Shut the freak up. You ain't a black guy. Shut the freak up. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is, gang, if you're gonna make a description about somebody, make sure it's a right description. You know what I mean? Don't just be like, oh, it was a black guy, because it wasn't even a black guy. That's all I'm saying. If you're gonna be a witness, if you're gonna come forward and say that you seen, make sure it's the right description. Make sure you actually giving the right description of somebody. No, don't just say what you think.
According to reports, Alyssa arrived at the parking lot at 8:52 a.m. She hadn't even gotten out of her car when a man stepped out of a black Ford SUV parked a few meters away. He calmly walked up and fired a bullet through the driver's side window. The sound of the gunshot echoed through the lot.
How he stabbed her 44 times?
Alyssa's co-workers jumped up from their desks in fear and rushed into nearby rooms to take cover. One of them was sitting right by the window at the moment of the attack.
We just getting our day started. Okay.
Another witness said the attacker was a black man.
Like I said, it was a black guy.
It seems that after firing the shot, the killer turned back toward his own car as if he was about to escape. But in that moment, Alyssa, miraculously still alive, managed to get out of her car with great difficulty. She staggered toward the building entrance, pounding on the window and calling for help.
I ain't let her in.
When the attacker saw she was still alive, he came back. This time, armed with a knife, he rushed at her and stabbed her 44 times in different parts of her body, killing her. Then he got into his car.
I ain't let her in, gang. Freak them co-workers doing? I ain't let her in.
Unfortunately, there were no security cameras around the building, so we don't have any footage of the attacker. But now, let's step in as criminal profilers and examine the scene piece by piece to understand what happened. This murder wasn't random or accidental. The choice of location, timing, and method shows that the killer knew the victim beforehand. The motive wasn't financial or sexual. Everything points to extreme anger and a desire to control the victim. This suggests the killer had some kind of emotional, familial, or competitive relationship with Alyssa. The attacker was armed with two types of weapons: a firearm for the initial attack or to incapacitate, and a knife to finish the job. This shows the crime was premeditated. The GPS device found under the victim's car is one of the most important pieces of evidence, showing that Alyssa had been watched for a long time, not for theft, but for control. 44 stab wounds.
44.
That means the killer decided 43 times to strike again. What was going through his mind that he felt it wasn't enough and had to keep going, even though the victim had already been shot in the face?
No, he ain't black, right?
She even said, I think he's the kind of person that's gonna try to kill me. And he did. And he did.
Alyssa Burkett was born on the last day of 1995 in a town near Dallas, Texas. After graduating high school, she went to college and studied history at a university in Southern California. When she was 22, she met a 33-year-old man from Northern California named Andrew Beard on Tinder. He was successful and wealthy, with a house that smelled of expensive wood and a private plane parked right outside. Their relationship started casually, some dates, some hangouts, nothing too serious, until one event changed Alyssa's life forever. Near the end of her relationship with Andrew, she found out she was pregnant. On July 23, 2019, Willow was born. By then, Alyssa and Andrew had already separated, but they decided to share custody of their daughter. Alyssa was the primary guardian, while Andrew spent a day or two a week with Willow. During this time, she started dating another young man named Ben. On the surface, things seemed relatively calm, but behind the scenes, there were custody disputes with Andrew and financial struggles that had thrown Alyssa's life into chaos. Later, when Andrew got engaged to a woman named Holly Elkins, the custody battles slowly cooled down. After about a year, Alyssa and Andrew finally reached an agreement over custody and child support for Willow. What's interesting is that, against all expectations, Alyssa and Holly actually got along well. In one message, Holly told Alyssa, "Look forward to having a healthy relationship with you and Ben." Alyssa replied, "I hope your influence helps, because I'd love nothing more than for us all to have a healthy relationship." But just a few months later, something strange happened. On August 6th, Holly called the police claiming that Teresa, Alyssa's mother, had attacked her. 2 officers were dispatched to the scene to investigate. Holly told them she was walking near the lake with Willow.
That's what I be saying. You know what I'm saying? Never date a man with a child and never date a woman with a child. You know what I'm saying? This is what I be saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? I will never date a woman with a child, bro. I want to start my own family, bro. Never date a person with a child. I'm sorry. I feel like it's always going to be some issues. It's always going to be something. I ain't gonna lie. It's always going to be something. You know what I'm saying? I just don't, for me, I don't believe in dating a woman with a child. I don't care if you got a child. I don't care if it's one child. I will not talk to you again. You know what I'm saying? If you got 2, oh my God. You know if you got 2, oh my God. Don't even look my way. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't believe in dating. Like, I just feel like that makes your life 10 times harder. I feel like you're putting on, I feel like you're just adding pressure, adding things to your life that you just don't need. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to take care of the child, because you're going to have to take care of the child. If you're with the woman, you're with the child as well. So you're going to have to take care of the child. Then you probably got to deal with a crazy baby daddy and a crazy baby mama. You know what I'm saying? And all that, bro. And it's just a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool, bro. Like I said, bro, I'm going to keep it real. I grew up, bro, seeing that, bro. I grew up seeing it. I'm going to tell y'all what's going on. I grew up seeing it, bro. My dad, you know what I'm saying? My older sister, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got the same dad, but different mom. Her mom was bitter as heck. I'm talking about, bro, her mama used to show up, bro, to the freaking family reunions. When I was little, I thought she was my auntie. I don't know. I thought she was a long-lost cousin or something, bro. I swear, bro, this lady used to show up everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? With my mom present. You know how that look? Your baby mama showing up to family reunions with your wife there, bro? She just stay constantly coming around. Just weird junk, bro. Then, you know, getting into custody disputes, you know what I'm saying? All that. My mama had to take on a lot, bro, for being with my dad that already had a child. She had to take on a lot, bro. So I seen the freaking weirdness. I seen the pressure that was on my mom, bro. You know what I'm saying? Imagine, bro, your baby mama, your ex keep coming around. Family reunions. She's just popping up out of nowhere, bro, with your wife present. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that, bro. And he ain't used to say nothing. That'd be crazy, bro.
In her arms when suddenly Teresa came up from behind.
They just feel like, bro, these men and these women that be having kids with these people, they just feel like they still just in your, you got to understand, bro. You got to deal with that man and deal with that woman, bro, for 18 years. You know what I mean? Because it's his child and it's her child. It's her child and it's his child, bro. So they're going to have to communicate, bro. You want to deal with that? Or she got to contact her baby daddy. You don't know what she talking about with her baby daddy. You don't know if her baby daddy trying to talk to her. You want to deal with that she got to be in communication with the dad. She got to talk to him for 18 years. You want to deal with that for 18 years, bro? Knowing how these men is, knowing how these women is, man, heck no. We ain't feel comfortable, bro, with my woman talking to another man. Every time she on the phone, I'm thinking she talking to him. It's just too much, bro, with a woman with a child. It's just too much. I'm cool. I'm cool with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want a woman with my child. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. And I know the woman that I get pregnant with, I know she's going to be the one. I'm letting it be known. I'm like, bro. I'm like, I know my woman going to be the one, bro. No, we're going to get married and just everything going to be all right. You feel me? Before I put a baby in a woman, bro, I know. I got to know for certain she the one, bro. Got to know.
Grabbed the child and started hitting and scratching her.
She literally attacked me from behind side. I was facing the lake.
It's your hand.
I have
No. Oh, you have some on your stomach?
Teresa, during her interview with police, completely denied the incident, and since there wasn't enough evidence, the case was closed. On the surface, everything seemed to return to normal, until a few weeks later, when Carrollton police received a phone call from a man named Frank. He was reporting something suspicious.
I saw what I thought looked like someone just selling some drugs out of their truck, and I could smell it and I could see it. And
okay, what kind of vehicle is it?
It's a little Toyota Corolla. I have a license plate, if that helps.
Okay, great. What was your last name?
Morrow.
Several officers were immediately sent to Alyssa's workplace. In the trunk of her car, they found a large amount of cash, packages of drugs, and a gun with its serial number removed. Alyssa was shocked. She insisted that none of it was hers and that someone must have planted it to frame her. Given her background, no criminal record, no history of drug use, and no ties to crime, the police decided not to pursue the matter any further. Now, when we put all the pieces of this puzzle together, from the exhausting custody battle to the untraceable gun and the drugs that had been planted far too professionally for a single mother, and then add Alyssa's mother's words on the day of the murder that her daughter had warned her many times, "He's going to kill me one day," a clear pattern begins to emerge, and that pattern points directly to one man, Andrew Beard.
I knew that it was him when the drugs didn't work in the car for him to get the baby.
After that staged drug case, Alyssa was never the same. She kept saying that Andrew was following her. She told her friends over and over that when she walked down the street, she could feel someone watching her from behind. Once, she turned and saw Andrew in his car. Another time, she spotted him while standing in line at a gas station. And once more, when she was leaving a store. Alyssa was so frightened that she often asked her friends to walk her to her front door, telling them to check behind and make sure no one was following. She begged them to lock the door right away. Around that time, she even started a GoFundMe campaign. In her post, she wrote, "At this point, I'm truly scared for my life and my daughter's life. Please help me with the legal costs for Willow's custody." That one sentence shows Alyssa wasn't just worried about a legal battle. She felt the shadow of a man who wanted to take her life.
Hi everyone, my name's Alyssa. Past year I have been going through a custody battle, a very ugly one. I have a 1-year-old child. It's taken a toll on my mental and physical health. With that being said, I've become a lot stronger in the process. And I guess just my message is no matter what you're going through, stick it out, you can do it, and stay strong.
But even with all of this, there's still one question we don't have a clear answer for. If Andrew was the killer, then who was the black man that witnesses saw? Two possibilities are on the table. Either Andrew himself carried out the attack in disguise, using makeup or different clothing to hide his identity, or he hired someone else to do it. Maybe a friend, maybe a ruthless man desperate for money. Whatever the truth, finding this person would bring investigators one step closer to solving the mystery. With that, police obtained a warrant and headed to Andrew's home.
Carrollton Police Department search warrant. If you're in there, come out with your hands up.
At the same time, a statewide alert went out for 2 vehicles, a white Ford F-150 registered to Andrew and a black SUV. the same one multiple witnesses reported seeing at the crime scene. A few hours later...
That's what I'm saying. Where the black guy come from? That's what I'm saying. Where the black guy coming from? You know what I'm saying? Where did he come from? I just want to know where he come from. Like I said, if you're going to be a witness, you know what I'm saying? You're going to describe somebody. You describe him right. You know what I'm saying? Describe him right. That's all I'm saying. So where did he come from? I need to know where he came from. I need to know where he came from, bro.
Was found.
Because as of right now, Andrew Beard is the suspect. No black guy in sight. As of right now, we got Andrew.
Police had pulled him over for a routine traffic violation. Officers ordered him out of the vehicle, and without any resistance, he was arrested on the spot. In the passenger seat was his fiancée, Holly Elkins, and in the back seat sat Willow, Alyssa's daughter, who by then had been placed in Andrew's full custody.
The daughter's in a car seat in the back seat. They've been pretty cooperative.
My part was to just find you. That's all they asked me to do.
Since the initial evidence against Andrew wasn't strong enough to hold him in jail, he was released just a few hours later. But what Andrew didn't know was that police had already decided to dig deeper into his life. The first step, a search warrant for his truck and his home. The first thing officers found in Andrew's house was an envelope covered in messy handwriting. Inside were notes with Alyssa's workplace address, the make and color of her car, and even her daily schedule. Among those notes was the name Frank Marrow, the same man who had called police a month earlier to report the drugs and gun in Alyssa's car.
Okay, Frank. What was your last name?
Morrow.
On the table, investigators also discovered a special charger and a portable battery. The model and serial number matched exactly with the GPS tracker that had been hidden under Alyssa's car.
So we found this GPS tracker box.
At the same time, the full report on Andrew's car came in. Inside a backpack on the back seat, police found a pair of men's hiking boots, soaked in bleach and cut into pieces. It was clear someone had been trying to erase his tracks. Next to the boots were 2 bottles of professional makeup in dark brown shades.
Oh, man.
That could make light skin look much darker.
Okay.
That's when the first
So
theory
he
was
tried to
confirmed.
look like a black
The killer
man.
had tried to disguise himself using makeup and clothing to appear like a black man.
Oh,
Investigators
crazy.
also
That's weird. Weird as freak. You know what I mean? It's weird. You know what I'm saying? Trying to look like us. You know what I mean? So they can make it seem like it's us. You know what I'm saying? He said it's weird. It's, you know what I mean? Why not get a mask or something? Why you trying to look like us? You know what I mean? What you trying to carry on that lie? You know what I mean? That America try to use, the angry black man. You know what they be trying to say? We angry. You know what I'm saying? Angry black man. We trying to carry on that lie. Look at you. Angry white man.
Covered paperwork for a black Ford Expedition SUV
That's just
registered
weird.
in Andrew's
Okay.
name. GPS data showed that just half
So that's
an
why the witness said it was a black guy, because you tried to portray to be a black guy. That's just weird as freak to me, bro.
hour after the murder, around 9:30 a.m., the vehicle was parked near an apartment building only a few blocks from Andrew's own home. Inside the SUV, officers found bloodstains on the seat and floor. DNA testing later confirmed it belonged to Alyssa. And finally, the last piece of the puzzle. Right by the car door, police discovered a fake beard, the exact same kind Alyssa's co-worker had described the attacker wearing during the assault.
Yeah, that's probably why she didn't react in such a way, because it wasn't his car and it wasn't him. So she probably just seeing somebody walk up to the car or walking towards and like, okay, doesn't know this person. You know what I'm saying? So pretty sure if she seen his car and seen him, she would have, you know, made a run for it, and or would have been very, you know, would have knew. You feel me? So basically, bro had a fake beard and darkened his skin and was in a different car. So she didn't, you know, she didn't expect for, you know what I mean, him to kill her because, you know, he was in a disguise.
With all this evidence, there was no doubt left. Andrew Beard was arrested once again, this time charged with first-degree murder, and taken to the Dallas Police Department jail.
Beard's bond is set at $1 million. He is currently in the Dallas County Jail charged with murder, and police say it's very clear this killing was not random, it was planned, and it was personal.
A few days later, Holly voluntarily went to the police to talk about the events that had happened. This is where the story enters a whole new phase. There was even a possibility that she herself could have been the next victim.
So I just told all my friends and family that I'm engaged to the most wonderful man on the planet. Yeah. And now people want me to believe that he's not that.
And there are so many emotional roadblocks for you to try to believe that. I get that.
I can't believe that my fiance would do something like that to a woman or to anybody, but a woman.
and she was lucky to still be alive. But none of that seemed to matter. Holly kept insisting that Andrew had been at the house during the incident. She said the accusations were unbelievable and that the evidence couldn't convince her otherwise.
Telling you there's a side of him that you do not know. There are a few hours that you know he was not in that house.
You cannot tell me that I feel that way, sir.
I can tell you that because I know that for a fact that he was out of the house, Holly.
I don't know that for a fact. I am a total stage 5 clinger girlfriend. I'm always up his ass. I find it hard to believe.
The interview ended without any concrete results.
I'm saying, I can't blame her. I can't blame her for finding it hard to believe. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, she going home to this man every day. This man being the most wonderful man. This man being, you know what I'm saying? Like this man she dreamed of marrying and all that, man. You know, just being this wonderful man, bro. So it's hard for her to believe that her husband can do this, bro. So I understand why she, you know what I'm saying, feeling this way and acting this way because, bro, she was with this man every day and she ain't see no signs of him doing nothing like this. So it's surprising, bro. It's a shock, you know what I mean?
Holly left the police station. 2 weeks into Andrew's detention, something unexpected happened.
A Rowlett man accused of shooting, then stabbing to death the mother of his child is free on bond this afternoon.
Oh.
The victim's family believes
he paid it?
A threat to public safety.
On October 21st, 2020, Andrew Beard's $1 million bond was paid. And despite all the evidence against him, he was released from jail.
I know he finna try to dip. He finna try to dip. He finna try to leave the country. I ain't gonna lie.
Alyssa's family was shocked when they heard the news, not just because Andrew was free, but because they felt they were now in danger. They worried he might try to hurt them, or worse, take the opportunity to escape and never show up in court. At this stage,
$1 million
the case
bond
moved to the federal level and the FBI got involved. 8 days later, Andrew was arrested again.
Dang.
This time for a different reason, possessing an illegal silencer. ATF agents searched his home and found a silencer with no serial number or permit.
Bro trying to clap something. Bro trying to make, bro paid $1 million bond? You know what I mean? Paid all that money and then get arrested 8 days later? Oh, you not getting out.
In his closet. Under federal law, possessing such a device is a serious crime.
Heck yeah.
Andrew went back to jail and this time stayed for a full 18 months.
A Rowlett man accused of murdering the mother of his child has been arrested on a new charge.
People could not believe that Andrew Beard was out of jail after posting a $1 million bond. Now the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Texas has found a way to charge him federally, and he is right back behind bars.
By law, the case should have moved to trial next, with the jury deciding the final verdict. But criminal cases don't always follow the rules, especially when a key player goes missing.
She'd already ordered her Uber and never came back.
After Andrew's arrest, Holly disappeared. Without saying a word or even saying goodbye to her fiancé, she returned to Michigan and cut off all contact.
Hey.
She rented a new apartment, bought a luxury car, and started a new relationship with another man.
Hey.
But the turning point came exactly when everyone thought the story was over. On June 15th, 2022,
moved on just like that?
decided to speak, but not out of remorse or a guilty conscience. He had no choice. He wanted to cooperate and give information, hoping to get a reduction in his sentence.
If you were to ask me whose idea was what, drugs and the planning of drugs was Elkin's. It was made very clear to me that your previous methods aren't working. This is what you're going to do now in order to prove that that you're worthy.
Andrew claimed that.
So, bro, you did this for a girl, bro, a woman. You know what I mean? So everything that she was saying in that interrogation room was a facade. Because that's why I say it kind of was weird. You know what I mean? So basically, you went ghost. You went to Michigan because you know you're in fear of him throwing you under the bus. You know, and then get with another man. Y'all see what I'm saying? Jezebel. So you telling me that you did this because of this woman to feel worthy? See what women be doing to men, bro? Can't blame this on a woman, bro. Because at the end of the day, you're a grown man. Gotta hold yourself accountable, bro. The influence that a woman has on a man is crazy. Hold it easy. Take it easy. You feel me? Bro, you did all this because you wanted to feel worthy? For Holly?
Holly was not who she appeared to be.
Crazy.
From the very beginning, he said she didn't like Alyssa and wanted to be the only player on the stage of Alyssa and Willow's life. And to reach that position, she had to eliminate her rival. According to Andrew, all the schemes came from Holly's mind. Planting the drugs and gun, staging the attack by Alyssa's mother, and even hiring a private investigator to secretly gather information on Alyssa. But when
so she didn't even
failed,
attack.
She entered a new game, a game where she wasn't just controlling anymore, she became a direct threat.
Like, I was emotionally drained, and at that point, I just basically said, okay, and became submissive to whatever she wanted me to do. That's the task I did. It was, you're going to dress up as a different person. Essentially, you're going to wear this dark makeup. That was her plan. That was how it's going to be done. It does look planned out because it was. The process was planned out.
It seemed that the murder plan was a test of Andrew's.
You let a woman, you wanted her, dang, boy, what type of coochie she had? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I look at you like you just a stupido. Oh my God, y'all see that? Dang, straight spit, straight slop. Slob like crazy, dude. Hey, take it easy. You know what I'm saying? Slobber him out, boy. But now I look at you like you a stupido. Can't no woman ever in my life had that much control over me, ever. Alyssa would have been, not Alyssa, but Holly would have been adios amigo. You know, would have been poof, pals, be gone. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real with you. Woman having, bro, it'd be funny. So basically, you're a weak man, submissive to a woman. Woman having control over me, a woman making me kill another person because I want to prove that I'm worthy. Come on, my guy. Come on, bro.
Manhood.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. A woman making you, come on, woman, bro, made you do, a woman.
And he may have truly believed
any person making you do this is crazy, but you let a woman make you do this?
He had to succeed. Holly had planned everything for 2 weeks before the murder. How Andrew should disguise himself to make his face look darker, what time to be at the scene, what to wear, and where to escape afterward. She had even prepared a few messages to boost Andrew's confidence while carrying out the plan. Usually we look for the killer, but sometimes we have to look for the person who created the killer. In this case, Holly didn't pull the trigger and the knife was never in her hands. But if she hadn't existed, this crime probably never would have happened. In mid-July 2023, Holly Elkins was arrested at Miami Airport just after returning from her vacation in the Dominican Republic on charges of conspiracy to commit murder. At the trial on April 10th, 2024, the prosecutor opened with a striking line. Andrew Beard is a monster, but he's Holly Elkins' monster. Messages exchanged between the couple proved their relationship had always been toxic and controlling. Just 2 months after meeting, Holly had already sent Andrew a message. Your baby mama owns you. You continue to put BM first. I don't want or need any bullshit from anyone. Police reports show that from that moment, Holly began investigating trackers, surveillance tools, and ways to control positions. By September 2020, everything was part of her detailed plan. On September 13th, Holly and Andrew bought that black Ford together. The next day, Holly purchased the dark brown makeup for disguise. On September 19th, the pair went to a store and bought the same model of bullets and knife that would later be found at the crime scene. Why did she do all this? The prosecutor argued that it all stemmed from Holly's obsession with gaining control over Willow. But if you look deeper, the child was more than just a custody battle. Willow was a symbol. To Holly, Willow wasn't just a child. She was a flag at the peak of a mountain she didn't want anyone else to climb.
Happy Mother's Day! What is that?
Blue. That was, I think, one of my favorite things that we did. It was always me and her, my best friend. Like, that was my person.
I want Mama.
Oh man, that's just I don't know, man. That's you to kill your baby mother because of a woman. It's pure insanity. You know what I'm saying? But man, y'all tell me how y'all feel about this, man. It's your boy Jay, man. Take it easy. Fuck you end up like Beezy, man. I be seeing some crazy-ish, man. Crazy-ish. ISH, man. ISH.